Cincinnati. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Solid return, nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the punt, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They go play action with Burrow. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And Burrow going to throw again. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. This is the National Football League.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the... First down throw for Mills. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Shedding the tackle. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw, Mills. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Forced out to his left. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. On 1st and 10, Mills. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun to give to Burkhead. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Oh, you gotta do a job, man.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Give him 16 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw is Mills. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 6 yards away. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. It's caught at the 1. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone, then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. And you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Gallagher to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Gallagher finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Gallagher. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Gallagher. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so, hey, if your guys can do... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Houston. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Mills. Dorsett's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd at a country mile. Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Ellinger to throw on 1st and 10 here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How that boy stepping up, Miley.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ellinger to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ellinger. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, it's Ellinger. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Mills. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Williams. They juked him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Get me!
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, it's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To throw is Ellinger. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun is Ellinger. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. From the gun on third down, Ellinger. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Now the try here for the extra point. And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tremont Smith. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On the give, this is Mack. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mills on first down. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Not much there, only a yard. I think the it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Still 9 remaining on second down. First throw now for the backup, Allen. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. To throw, it's Allen. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field.
Well, all right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Ellinger. Steps in, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Jenkins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable. The coverage was too good.
And the defense is really quick in the tempo of that play with their pass rush. Because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now the Texans down by 4. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Allen's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ellinger going to keep this himself. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Sam Ellinger, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the attention turns to the Texans. Trailing in this one now. Under 1:20 to go. Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on, and how about this, a fake? And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds. It's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here's Smith to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll start on the ground with Mack. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw of overtime for Allen. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Allen on third. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this returnable for Hines. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. out. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it has a room somewhere else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's brought down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This a give to Mack running to the right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for long.